talking about why Tarantino is the best, if not one of the best directors. And if you like this video, like down here, subscribe over here. What are we talking about?
We're talking about why Quentin Tarantino is the best filmmaker of our generation. Give me 3 reasons why you think Quentin Tarantino is the best director.
The situations where the dialogue occurs, like all the diner scenes.
I agree.
Or like in Django and Bastards, or more than that, but all the scenes that just seem like insignificant. There's this dialogue that grows out of it and becomes significant later on, because that's such a big part of his films, is taking these minute details that he bakes into the dialogue and then bringing them out on screen.
Let's now to...
Okay, I'm confused. Are the bags on or off?
I think we all think the bag was a nice idea.
Yeah.
Like, not pointing the fingers. They could have been done better. So how about no bags this time, but next time we do the bags right, and then we go full regalia.
The main reason I think Tarantino is the best director, or at least top 3 director of our lifetime, is how he uses his like hyper realistic but still totally fictional like techniques in writing and filming. Django, it feels like a Western movie, and it feels like these characters feel real in that world, and it feels like it's not too far off from reality. And then that shooting scene goes on, and he's fighting, and Django shoots Miss Candy, and she goes flying.
Will you tell Miss Laura goodbye?
Do what now?
I said tell Miss Laura goodbye.
Bye, Miss Laura.
This is a movie, and it's super violent way he shoots things. He's the only person that shoots violence in a way where it's grotesque and overdone, but it works.
Mm-hmm. Tarantino movie isn't like a film. It's literally a Tarantino experience. It's not like anything else.
Yeah, that's very true.
It's so unique. It's not like any other movie-going experience, really. Like, Nolan stuff is like super epic, and you feel engrossed in it. Like, I remember this line I read from Nolan: he'll never have any reference to any videography or film or a movie in any of his movies, because he thinks that psychologically it takes you out of being engrossed in the film if you think about the medium of film.
And Tarantino
is the exact opposite. Yeah. He's just like, not Deadpool level, but approaching that of just breaking the fourth wall, and that's an art to it, and that again makes it the Tarantino experience.
So underrated in the way he shoots action scenes, because they're so over dramatic with like the shooting where she goes flying and stuff, and so bloody and stuff, but they still seem very down to earth and real. Like when punches are thrown and landed, it's not like some dude's doing some crazy, except in Kill Bill, obviously, where she's flying around the room and stuff. But in all his other movies, in Glorious Bastards, all the action in that movie, in the bar scene with Fassbender when he does the 3 wrong, and they just all start shooting each other, and it's just so everyone dies except Diane Kruger's character. Yeah.
Gläser.
Eine Pistole auf ihre Eier gerichtet, seit sie hier sitzen. Und ab jetzt sind wir zu dritt.
We find ourselves in. It would appear there's only one thing left for you to do.
And what would that be?
Stiglitz.
Say auf Wiedersehen to your Nazi boss.
Line? Cut! Embarrass yourself like that in front of all those goddamn people!
Hey! You're Rick fucking Dalton. Don't you forget it.
So what are your thoughts on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
So I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, after seeing it, I like really enjoyed it. I didn't know if I didn't love it like immediately, but I woke up this morning, thought about the movie a little bit more, and I mean, I keep liking it more and more the more I think about it. I want to watch it again more. What are your thoughts?
So yeah, it's taken so long to digest for a movie that like had such a simple plot. if it even has a plot. The first 90 minutes were awesome. Like, I was like, is this my favorite movie of all time? In the first 90 minutes, like impulsively, obviously.
Yeah, you did.
But I just really like that time period, and the beginning was so cool. Like, we keep remembering these small moments, and they just add up to make you appreciate the other moments and tie everything together. It's a movie like we really need to go see it again.
You need to go see it again.
But I like the beginning so much, those first 90 minutes, because it felt like we were in that era. Not like we were watching that era, but like we were at these parties talking to Steve McQueen and Sharon Tate. And getting the scoop on Polanski and Sebring and all that stuff. It felt very intimate, like we were welcomed into this.
So
space.
For me, I think the parts I really just enjoyed so much, Rick Dalton, like failing actor, or not failing actor, but on the down slope, and he was just so sad, and just Leo's so good. And then seeing how Brad Pitt was just kind of did anything for him, was like, I got you, man. Like, I'll pick you back. You're fine. You're Rick Dalton. Like, you got this. I loved all that. And then I think the most impressive thing is, because every movie, it's impossible to make a perfect movie. Every movie has their lulls and their slow parts. And I think right after the first 90 minutes, it got a little slow. But you have to remember, he was cutting between her feeling that way to Leo having a freak out in his trailer, which is an amazing scene where he's just like, oh, God, you just embarrass yourself in front of all those people. Like, that is like, so, Leo's just so great, kicks the table. That scene's amazing. And then within that little lull, you also forget that there might be the best scene in the entire movie of Brad Pitt at the ranch. It's like, oh, like, is he going to die? What the hell is going to happen? Just so tense. And it just goes back to his ability to write tense stories. And then like, you don't know when it's going to end, and it's just Brad Pitt just beating the shit out of that dude for popping his tire. That's what I love. Like, the lulls were still so solid. What's your downfall in the movie? What's the biggest downfall, you think?
Biggest downfall? Well, I think this is the easy answer, but I'll just say, like, there's not that immediate satisfaction, and maybe that's why there's this greater, like, gradual satisfaction. But, like, when the movie ended, I didn't even think it was over. Like, I thought we were going to get more scenes of Dalton talking to Sharon Tate and stuff. Like, I was...
So, like, visit Cliff at the hospital.
Yeah, or, like, visit Cliff at the hospital or whatever. Like, I thought there was still going to be 10 more minutes. And, one, that could go to show that it was just a great movie that didn't feel long, because it was a long movie, but
241.
But yeah, there's not that immediate satisfaction that, I mean, you could say it's cheap, but that is somewhat part of a movie-going experience, is having that immediate satisfaction.
I'd say I really can't. I don't have like a fault in the movie. Like, we'll get to ranking Tarantino movies after this, but I know it's not my favorite. But that's also because I thoroughly love some of his other movies. Like his other movies are literally, one of them is in my top 5 of all movies ever. I have the poster in my room, which you've seen in other Janktown videos. But I just think I can't really find an exact fault. There is little slow points, but it didn't make me feel like the movie was slow. Yeah.
But I have Once Upon a Time in Hollywood at number 4. Because it was just so easy to watch. Like I said, I'm liking it more and more, minute by minute. So I don't really think it's recency. I mean, it is recency bias, literally. But I think it's going to stay there because it was just easy to watch. And it's going to be easy to watch again. And all the quotes they're really hitting me. They're hitting me. And Brad Pitt was just such a badass with his worker's belt and his chiseled physique.
This might be recency bias, or this movie might go a lot higher after the second time I watch it, is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I think it's awesome. I think Brad Pitt, Leo, dynamic, it's super entertaining. And the last 30 minutes of the movie are just some of the best Tarantino you'll ever get. I think it's a really cool movie. I think it totally could go up on my list. Janktown's video on Quentin Tarantino, why we think he might be the best director ever. Craig, signing out.
Worst Tarantino character? Bruce Willis's chick in Pulp Fiction. I hated her.
Oh, wait, back on me one more time. Also, please, if you like this video, comment below and hit the subscribe button. If you want to see us talk about more movies, we can do that.
What? What country you from? What? What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English and what? What? English, mother.